If you have just passed your driving test, you are hopefully a reasonably safe driver. But there are lots more things that you can learn with experience. In this video, we have 10 tips to help you use your car, manoeuvre safely, and even how to listen for danger. We hope you find our tips useful and also give you a head start gaining your own experience on the road. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you are alerted when we upload a new video. Also, we'd love to read your comments, so please scroll down and let us know what you think. Every car has a steering column lock for added security, and this usually releases automatically when we turn the ignition on. If you find that the key won't turn, then the steering lock is preventing you. All you need to do is turn the steering wheel left or right at the same time as twisting the key, and the steering lock will release and allow you to start and drive the car as normal. Did you know that there is a colour coding system for our dashboard icons? Almost all of the icons follow the colours of a traffic light: red, amber and green. Any green icons are fine to drive with. They indicate things that are okay, such as our indicators or dipped headlamps are on. Amber icons are things that we can drive with, but we need to be aware of, such as our rear fog lamp or a minor engine problem. If we see any red icons, then we need to stop driving straight away. Red icons warn us of a serious problem with our car, such as low engine oil pressure or a problem with our brakes. So even if we don't understand what an icon means on our dashboard, we can tell if it's safe to keep driving purely from its colour, the same as a traffic light. The only icon with a different colour is for the main beam headlamps, which is blue. If our view is restricted at a closed junction, opening a window and listening can be really useful. We open the window on the side that has poor visibility, or both if needed, and pause a few seconds. If we hear the sound of approaching traffic, we can wait until it has passed before carefully moving our car forward to improve our view. We should never completely rely on sounds when making decisions, but listening carefully can give us extra warning of nearby hazards that are out of our view. When you pull into a petrol station to get fuel, do you know which side of the pump you need to stop? Whilst it's true that the pump hose is long enough to reach to either side of the car, if possible, it's good to avoid draping a dirty hose across your paintwork. So knowing which side our fuel filling flap is on is useful, and almost every car has a handy symbol to tell you where it is. The picture of the fuel pump on the dashboard usually has a tiny arrow, and this tells you which side your fuel door is on. Very useful if you have just got a new car or have to drive several different cars.
Walk up closer, get a look at all three, read the signs.
When you buy fuel for your car, you have several choices, and if you get it wrong, you can wreck your car's engine. Thankfully, the pumps are colour coded, green for petrol and black for diesel. As long as you get this part right, then you won't do any damage to your car. There is also the option of buying more expensive high quality petrol or diesel, but unless your car states that it needs it inside its filler flap, then there is no need to pay extra. If you do accidentally put petrol into a diesel car or diesel into a petrol car, do not start the engine. Go back into the petrol station and the attendant will call someone to come and pump out your fuel tank so that you can put the correct fuel in. If you do try to drive your car, when the wrong fuel gets to your engine, it will cause a lot more damage. Another good way to extend our view in a tight spot is to use reflections. If we need to park opposite a shop, the windows can be used as a mirror to help us manoeuvre precisely. If pulling out of a side street, reflections can help us to spot nearby pedestrians or approaching traffic. At night, the lights of oncoming cars can be spotted on the sides of parked cars as we drive around a bend. Reflections can be useful in many other situations, so we try to use them whenever possible. Have you ever noticed a little lever underneath the centre mirror? This is useful when driving at night if the car behind has really bright headlamps, as it allows us to dim the mirror view. It is much easier to see the road ahead without the lights dazzling our eyes, and then once the car has gone, we can flick the lever to return to our normal mirror position. If your car doesn't have a lever, then it will have a light sensor instead that is linked to an automatic dimming system. It can sometimes be hard to tell which way our front wheels are pointing from inside the car. We can, of course, look at the steering wheel, but on most cars it will look straight in 3 positions: 1 full turn to the left, straight ahead, and 1 full turn to the right. If you are in a tight spot and need to know which of these positions you are in, just move the car a tiny bit. We will be able to feel whether it is straight or not, and then correct it if needed. Taking the time to make sure our wheels are definitely straight is far better than damaging our car. If we need to reverse out of a parking bay and there is a car next to us, we must be really careful not to start steering too early. If we do, we are very likely to scrape the nose of our car down the side of the other car and cause thousands of pounds worth of damage. All we need to remember is that we should reverse in a straight line until our door mirrors have passed the other car. At this point, we are safe to steer without the danger of hitting the other car. If you get confused with which way to steer the car when reversing, then remember that we just need to steer where we want to go. When driving forwards, we steer left to go left and right to go right. Amazingly, it is the same when reversing. If we want the rear of the car to go right, we steer to the right, and when we need to reverse to the left, steer left. It might even be easier if we just think of steering this way or that way rather than left or right. Just steer whichever way we need the rear of the car to go. Why not practice in a quiet car park like this one? The actual amount of steering needed will come with the experience, but if we keep the car slow, we will make it much easier for ourselves. We hope you find these tips useful as you gain your own experience on the road. Every successful drive will help you to build confidence, and before long, you might feel able to take on more challenging drives. Good luck. If you found this video interesting, then please visit our channel as there are over 100 more tutorial videos to help you improve your driving. If you would like to help us make new videos, then please consider becoming a member or patron of our channel. Thanks for watching.